Well, hello. Today is Thursday, January 6th, and we do have a birthday today. Today is Francis Sanchez's birthday. So, Francis, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Francis. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you have a great birthday since you get to celebrate it all on your own, all by yourself, all by your lonesome. What do you call it? I told you that I was going to do a vlog from the car. It was cold this morning. I thought, I'm not going to sit in the car. I mean, I know I could have had the heat go on. So the professional building where Jim goes, his doctor is the first one that opens at 9 o'clock. The other ones open later in the day, like 10, I think, the doctor's offices. So I went in and sat in the lobby of the building where it was warm. Didn't see not one person. Didn't touch anything. Kept my mask on the whole time because it was just too cold. It was just too cold to be in the car. So he did get his stitches out. It was a quick appointment. Oh my goodness! I don't think his appointment was at 9 o'clock, and we got there at 8:55, and we were back in the car at 9:10 driving home. So 15 minutes, got it all wrapped up. He's able to drive now, which that's all Jim had to hear was he can get out of the house now, because it's been 3 weeks in one day since Jim's been able to drive himself anywhere. And so he did go to the to the gym today, which he said wasn't really that crowded. Fixing something here, sorry about that. So he said it really wasn't that crowded. And so he went there. He probably shouldn't have gone anywhere since he's been exposed to me, but I still haven't gone for a test. I probably should have, but I think it's too late now. I really do. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good. I don't have any, other than I'm eating. Oh my goodness. I cannot stop eating. I'm showing you all my food, but I think my portion sizes, I was trying to this year, try to get my portion sizes, kind of rein back a little bit. But if you've been watching me this week, they're kind of going out of control. But I'm really proud of the fact that I haven't gone over, I still have weeklies left. So the whole point of having weeklies is so that you can go over a little bit. So I probably don't have as many blue dots as I wanted. But I think that just the fact that I'm staying within my points, as far as with my dailies and my weeklies, I think I'm doing pretty good. And then I did watch a couple videos today because I think I'm finally caught up. I just have one more video to watch. Of course, then by now, probably other people have uploaded videos, but I was watching some this morning. And then Jim got me a new printer for Christmas. And so I thought, I think I'm going to try to hook that up all by myself. So I took my old printer out and I thought, well, I told you I'm trying to do something new, learn something new every day. Or not every day, but once a month. I'm trying to learn something new is my plan for this month. So I unhooked my printer like I was, I don't know if I want to do this. It's a wireless printer, so all it was a matter of just unplugging it. But that doesn't mean anything for me. And so I put it in the other room and plugged it in and tried to print something. And success, I did it right. So then I thought, you know what? My desk really needs to be cleaned. It's really like a big mess. So I took everything off my desk, put it over on the couch, got out the furniture cleaner, cleaned off the desk. Oh my gosh, I had so much dust. It was embarrassing. It really was. Our first house that we bought in 1986. And one of the things that it had said, it wasn't the first house I looked at. It was it really was the first house I looked at. We had an agent that I told him I wanted a 4-bedroom house that wasn't on a corner and wasn't on a busy street. And the very first house they brought us to was a 3-bedroom bungalow on the corner of a busy street. On the corner of a busy street even. It wasn't just a corner. It was a corner of a busy street. So we were sitting there waiting for her to show up. And when she showed up, Jim says, well, are you going to get out? And I go, I have no intention of looking at this house because I don't want to live on a corner and I don't want to live on a busy street and I want a 4-bedroom. So she come up to the car and she said, well, aren't you going to check it out? And I said, no. And I told her what our stipulations were. And so she says, well, this is a really cute little house. And I go, keyword little. I want a 4-bedroom house, which means that it's going to be a little bit bigger than a 3-bedroom house. So she says, oh, okay. So she gave us another one to look at, which was about maybe 6 or 7 miles south of where we were looking. And it was a 4-bedroom, but it was on the corner of a busy street, on another corner of a busy street. And so when she came to the car, I said, what are you not understanding? I don't want to live in a corner house, and I don't want to live on a busy street. And she says, well, this is the 4-bedroom. And I go, okay, you checked off one of the boxes. There's 2 more boxes for you to check off. So she says, oh, okay. So then she brings us to another house to look at, which was a 4-bedroom, and it wasn't on a corner, but you guessed it, it was on a busy street. So I said, thank you for your services, but 3 strikes and you're out. I'm finding another agent. She said, well, no, work with me a little bit more. And I go, nope, we're done. We're just done. So I went to a different agency and found a different, because we hadn't signed a contract with anybody. So we went to another real estate company, and they brought us to the very first house, which was the house that we ended up buying. And the description on the house was, a speck of dust will die of loneliness. It was a 4-bedroom house in a subdivision that was at the back end of the subdivision, so it was not even close to a busy street. And we were like 3 houses off of the corner. So I had neighbors on either side. So I said, I'll look at the house. But when I thought, I am going to find a speck of I'm going to find a speck of dust. I could not find not one speck of dust. Not one speck of dust. And I fell in love with the house right away, but I thought, this is really the first house we looked at. So we went and looked at 3 or 4 more. One of them, it was filthy. It was just filthy. It was a nice house, but filthy. It would have taken, dust would have had parties after parties in that house because it was so it was so dirty. And the man that owned the place, that was selling the house, I'm not lying, you can ask Jim, he was sitting in his recliner in his boxers watching TV. And the house was filthy. He had burnt stuff on the stove. He had dishes in the sink. He had dirty underwear on the bathroom floor. We never even got to the second floor. I said, no, this is not going to do. Because I think in the back of my mind, it really was the first house that I really liked the most. So, and I think there's something about me with first houses, because this house that we live in now was the very first house we looked at. It really was. I fell in love with this house. But we came back. We went back to the house, the speck of dust to die of loneliness. We went back there twice. But this house we ended up coming back to 3 times because I really wanted to make sure, because this was going to be our forever home. And I really wanted to make sure. And then when we found out that Denise just lived 3 houses down, which we didn't know at the time, because when we looked at the house, I didn't really pay that much attention to the neighborhood because Denise had just moved in maybe 4 months before. So I really wasn't familiar with the neighborhood. And when I went to see Denise, I came in from the other way to get into the subdivision. And this way we came in the back end of the subdivision. So I didn't really know until I was standing out on the deck on the 3rd visit. And I thought, I really, really like this house. What can sell me on this house? And then I looked and I saw Denise's house. And I thought, sold. So we ended up buying this. But then we come to find out that the reason the house died of the other house, a speck of dust would die of loneliness, was because it was like a clean fanatic. It was like they washed the windows every Saturday. I mean, they washed the walls once a month. I mean, they did everything, which is why the house was so super clean. Trust me, after I moved in, the dust settled and they said, we kind of like it here. We don't have to worry about getting cleaned up. So where was I going with all of this? Oh, It came to me a lot quicker than it normally does too. I was putting the printer up here, and so I started cleaning, and so I cleaned the desk, and then I thought, well, I need to check something over here, and then my wires are like a jungle. So I unplugged everything, like my speakers and my monitor and my keyboard and my mouse and my adding machine, and I have a stereo, like a little stereo on the desk here too. Unhooked them all, got my wires all uncrossed, got them all cleaned off, got dusted off. And then I went over to the table over there, and I have a Alexa, and I have a portable phone. And what else do I have over there? Cars, plugs. Oh, I got my charging thing, my docking station for my chargers. I got my sound bar for my listening to my music. So I undid all of those wires. Then I cleaned underneath and found old books that I had already read that I have to donate to the library. So I cleaned all that out. I just went on a spurge. So I spent a couple hours in here. And then I got the printer hooked up. But I think I got to bring it back because I don't think it's a wireless printer because it gave me things to connect to the back of a tower. Is that what they call them now? I don't know what they call them. I like a wireless printer, so I have to read the instructions. That's going to be a tomorrow thing. That's not going to be a today thing. So I'm going to read that to see how if it's a wireless, because I like a wireless one. And then while I was cleaning, I found one of Oliver's dinosaurs. So the next time I see him, I'm going to give him his dinosaur back. I found my little turtle. It says, "You can do it." My little turtle. And then I found my little bracelet that says "Determined." So all of these things were getting me back in track. Of course, I always have my "Stay Patient and Trust Your Journey." I always got that on my desk. I have my little prayer bear on my desk. What else do I have on my desk? I got my picture that Dexter drew me back in 2018. And she also gave me the letter S for Sandy. So I got that sitting there. So it just, everything came out perfectly clean. And then I realized that, I tell you that every time I go to Huntington Bank, I take a couple pens because I love these pens. They're the best pens ever. Best pens, best pens. And my name is Sandy, and I have a pen addiction because 24 of these pens. I was talking to Christy on the phone while I was coming across all these pens, and she says, "You can start your own branch." I got so many of them. I just got too many. So anyway, and then I figured out how to get rid of all. I went through all my pens to make sure that they worked. Half of them didn't work. Not the Huntington ones, the crappy ones. The Huntington ones all worked. And then I sharpened all my pencils, which I probably have about 20 pencils. Who needs that many pencils? But I have them. I'm ready. And then went to fix my adding machine. Now, I'm telling you, I keep things forever and ever and ever and ever. And when I was working at Cambridge, I had got on my desk a used, not a brand new one, but a used adding machine that you plug in 1996. Yep, 1996, I got a used Casio adding machine from the bookkeeping department. And it died this morning. It won't add, it won't subtract, it won't even turn on, even when I plug it in. I thought maybe I had the wrong plug, but then I tried a light and the same plug and it worked. So I went dun dun da dun dun da dun da dun da dun into the trash. Now that was hard for me. I have a hard time throwing things away because it is like, I mean, it doesn't work. It's useless to me, but it just seemed like sacrilegious throwing something away. I have a hard time throwing things away. I can't say I'm really organized. I'm very orderly, not organized, orderly. But I threw it away. And then I went right on Amazon and ordered another one. Danny says, "You don't need to get one," because I was talking to him on the phone today. And because I share my Amazon account with my kids. And I said, "I think I did the right address, and I hope I did the right credit card." I was laughing. I knew I did. But so I was telling him about the adding machine. He says, "Well, why don't you just use your phone?" I don't like the phone battery because mine is like very sensitive. And if you don't hit the decimal point just perfect, it doesn't do it. And then it doesn't have mine probably does, but I haven't figured out. Another thing I'm going to learn. But it doesn't have I can't figure out how to hold a memory of a certain amount, then go and add more and then bring it back to the memory total. I know there's probably a feature that shows me that, but I haven't figured that one out yet. So anyway, I ordered a new adding machine. And then, so I didn't eat my breakfast till really, really late. You'll see that when I show you my food. But I wanted to talk about today because, I take notes because I want to make sure I get this right. Personal accountability. I take full accountability for how I did in 2021. And I went through my calendar because I weighed myself once a week. I do it on my phone too, but I did it on my calendar because it's handwritten. I like a handwritten thing too. And I realized that in 2021, from January 1st to December 31st, I gained 21.2 pounds. which is sad. But it's better than the 30 pounds that I thought I had gained. Because at one point I was really high up there. At one point I was almost back up to 240. I think one morning, no, it was 239.9. Might as well say 240. I just kind of probably leaned the right way that it didn't go into that set of numbers. So I really thought that it was, and it made me realize that how long it's been since I was close to my 100 pounds, and that was in November of 2020. So I thought it was this past summer. I really thought it was my birthday, which made me feel a little bit better, but not too much. But I still take accountability for the fact that I was off the rails this year, because I could see on my thing that one month I'd have like a 2-pound loss, but then the next month I had like an 8-pound gain. And, like I was kind of playing some kind of like a chess game, or not chess game, but checkers game, like a jumping forward and thinking I had a king, then I was moving backwards, and it was all. But I realized it's not so much what we do or what we say, it's what we say. No, I realize it's not so much what we say we're going to do, but what we're going to do. And I kept saying all year, I'm going to get back on track. I'm going to make my goal. I'm going to do this by this date, and I'm going to do that by that date. And I never really held myself accountable. Even when I was having my cookies and all that, it's Christmas time. I didn't get any Christmas cookies last year. I'm going to eat my Christmas cookies this year. Now, granted, I didn't get my Christmas cookies last year, but I didn't have to eat for last year and this year all in one year, which is what I did. I ate so many cookies that it would have been 2 years worth of cookie eating. And my girlfriend made fudge, because I didn't make fudge this year, but she made fudge and gave it to me. I ate the fudge. I got my Godiva chocolate. And you know what? You would have thought I had so much Godiva chocolate that just the sight of it would make me sick. No. If I was to go into my I have a box with all my candy. I put all my candy in a box, and I put it away, because I do plan on having like a little piece of candy here and there. And I will show you, and I will track it. I just know that I'm holding myself accountable to know that I'm just not ready for that little step right now. I have to get at least a full, although I have had no, not really a full week. We're pretty close to a full week, because I did have a loss on Monday. I do plan on having another loss this coming Monday. I'm not going to set a number to it, but I know I'm going to do it. But I'm holding myself accountable for it. And I'm going to accept responsibility for the fact that I did so poorly in December. Nobody held me down. Nobody forced me to eat. Well, you know what? You only had 10 Christmas cookies. Why don't you try for 12? No, that was all on me. That was all on me. And I'm going to take responsibility for that. I'm going to be responsible for my actions in this coming month, this coming year also. But I mean, at least for this coming month, because I really want to do well in January to kickstart the year. And I'm going to take ownership of any mistakes that I make. Obviously, let me know. If I make a mistake, let me know. And don't start off with saying, I hate to say this, and I hope I don't hurt your feelings, and please don't take offense. No, if I need tough love, give me tough love, because that's what, I would not have lost all this weight if it wasn't for the support of YouTube. I know this for a fact. I've been trying to lose weight since I was like 25 years old. I'm 71. I'm just like over 50 years, almost 50 years. Well, probably 50 years, because I've been overweight most of my life. But I've been trying, and really it wasn't until 2016 that I really got this spirit within me to tell me, accept responsibility, know what you're doing wrong. When you screw up, accept the responsibility of doing it, and or making the mistake, and then just get back on track. And I really pride myself on the fact that 2021 wasn't a good year, but you know what? You didn't see me quit. You didn't see me quit, not once. I might have got discouraged a lot, because I think I was discouraged a lot, and I think I wasn't very supportive of you guys. I wasn't really setting a good example, but I plan on changing that this year. I really do plan on setting an example and living up to my expectations, and just doing better. I wish I could bottle this in a jar or something, and then when I'm feeling kind of low and feeling like, where did that spirit inside of me go? That I could open up the jar and take a little whiff of it, and it would just breathe new life into me. If anybody could master that, they would be a millionaire, let me tell you. Because everybody starts off being, this is it, we're doing so well. And then you just kind of hit that little bump in the road. And sometimes you let that bump in the road steer you off the road. But I'm I'm steering right back on that road because I'm not giving up. I'm just not giving up. And I just realized I didn't plug the microphone in. So hopefully you can hear me. So let's see what I had to eat today. I've only ate 2 meals today. I had breakfast and dinner. And I'll be back a little bit later on to close out the video. So we'll see what's going from there. I haven't actually eaten dinner yet, but you're going to see it. I'm getting ready to, once I'm done here, going in there to make dinner because it's, once again, it's late in the day. And Jim did buy me some, which I forgot to put in my tracker, but I'll put that in there, some pecans from Cabela's because they finally got them back in there, the honey roasted, or no, these are the glazed pecans. It's 10 points for a serving. So a serving is, I didn't weigh it. I should have weighed it, what I did. Let me see what a serving is. But I took out 3 pecans, or pecans, whatever you want to say. I only took 3 of them out and savored every bite. Every single bite. Oops, I gotta take my glasses off because it's such tiny little print. For 1.5 ounces. So I'm going to go weigh out 3, what do you call it, pecans, whatever you want to call them, and see how many points that is. So, anyway, I gotta go eat. Oh, go time, 21 minutes. I should probably just close the video now, but no, yeah, I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna close the video now, but I'm gonna, I should still film my dinner. So, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, share if you think somebody might like to see it. As always, stay safe, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Well, the day is getting away from me. Look what time it is. So we're gonna eat breakfast. Gonna have a bowl of oatmeal, some tea, my orange and cranberry juice, piece of toast, a banana, and egg. It is a 7-point breakfast. Today is Thursday, January 6th. My quote is, commitment leads to action. Action brings you dreams come closer. 0 for my egg, my banana, and my tea. 3 points for a tablespoon of Jif peanut butter. 1 point for my Aunt Millie's toast. 0 for my oatmeal. 2 points for my orange juice, cranberry juice mixture. 1 point for my 1/4 cup of 2% milk. 7-point breakfast. I'm very hungry. Let's go eat. Okay, for dinner, I'm going to have a burrito with a mission wrap, which I'm terrible about wrapping them, so I didn't want you to see how bad it looks. It'll look bad. And some of my turkey chili and the leftover meat, the rest of the tomato and my other tablespoon of cottage cheese, and a sugar-free Jell-O, and my tea. Another high point dinner. 2 points for my wrap. 2 points for my 1/4 cup of cheese. I used the Velveeta shreds. 3 points for 2 tablespoons of sour cream. I used full fat sour cream. 4 points for my 90-10, 3 ounces of ground round. 4 points for my turkey chili, which I was surprised with my turkey chili, but I think it's the way my plan works, because before it used to only be 1 point. And 0 for my Jell-O, tea, and the tomato. So I ended up the day with 25 points, which put me 2 over, so now I have 11 weeklies left. But that looks good, doesn't it?